I was talking about this with Oil King, who is coming up against Smug, mind you, who completely understood that this team is going to have a very unique cast of characters. And I'm still even wondering about the counter picks. What are some of the other characters we could potentially see from this team, which is still, I feel like, going to be very unique to this Red Rooster squad. So I'm really wondering.
All right, so again, there's a lot of pretty much like a mutual understanding between these two players, right? There's a lot of respect amongst both of these teams, but I want to see how Raw can actually get, right? Oil King, the master of catching people by surprise in regards to the EX spinning mixer, but one of the biggest deterrents now is the fact that it's no longer invincible on wake up, right? That's been one of the biggest touches, one of the biggest nerfs that Rashid can actually get. And I don't know, like, I feel like it makes it even a bigger threat in regards to like doing it outside of a wake up scenario, right? Being able to throw that in there in a situation where someone's trying to frame trap you or delay their normals. I want to see that a little bit. I want to see that utilized a little bit more from the side of Oil King, but we'll see if we even get that kind of chance. I think Balrog is a frame trap monster, by the way. His normals on paper are pretty decent and can also be a lot to think about in regards to V-Trigger 1, which is on the deck for Smugglesworth.
The thing is about this matchup, I feel like it's pretty hard on like both ends, is that Rashid does a pretty good job of controlling that neutral game. So I was expecting to see more of something, you know, like the G. But it might be a little, you know, that does give you a bigger target. G's very tall. Cross-ups are the game, so I do understand that. But we were rocking with V-Trigger 2, V-Skill number 2, excuse me, V-Trigger number 1.
Yeah, on both ends, right? That is the V set for both characters. Still the same side, and a tick throw still finds the success. Oil King now in hot pursuit, still checking the movement. It's going to be awkward,
the jump
with
back
V-Skill
so good.
2. I mean, it was good intentions from Smug, but Oil King was pretty much ready for it. The V-shift to get out of the way of the trigger, that is the biggest thing you could possibly do to get yourself out of the mix.
And using that V-Skill 2 from Rashid has really put the guess in Rashid's favor. Oil King really taking advantage of it. Has this life lead, but wait a minute.
Oh, that was so delayed.
Be careful, powered up. Yeah, that's literally what I was just
about to say. It. You were about to say that. Watch out for the powered up. You're dead. That was. I like that. Good
V-Skill
intuition.
2 is such a underutilized V-Skill. I feel like later on we're starting to see a little more of it, but it's very, very powerful with that V-Trigger 1 on backup because the cross-up becomes even more ambiguous. Here's a forward throw.
And it's so hard to even track down the anti-air.
Yeah.
You saw Smug kind of hesitant or reluctant to even press the button, just took the roundhouse in. Nice. But because of the V-Skill 2, it's hard to even call that out. Yep. Okay, that's a great solution. Even though if you give up space, if it whiffs, it's still, you know, a pretty good way to hedge your bets.
And now you got that V-Skill powered up as well. Tried to check for the anti-air. Gonna have a powered up option here. Oof. Yep. And that could have been a cross-up if played properly. And man, Oil King really taking advantage of this V-Skill 2 with the trigger 1. A lot of powered up cross-up options on the table. Stuck in the corner. Here's the back throw from Smug. Tries to go for another one. Off the backboard. Catches the jump back mixer.
He's
back to the
right
middle of the screen.
Good awareness, presence of mind to do it the correct way. Oil King still, man, off the wall! Can't block that.
Does he have time to do stand strong and then anti-air the V-Skill?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No?
Because if he commits, then he gets...
But the one thing is pretty interesting. If you have a tiny space between him...
Are you thinking of switching to G, or do you feel... What do you think? Or do you think you can, like, Balrog?
Honestly, Balrog was doing good, especially when he had V-Skill 2 stored up.
Yeah, this character sucks. Just think it over.
No, because I just found out the one tag habit that Oil King did. If you're walking for it from a little bit of spacing, he tag. Yeah, you could.
So you could do like a shimmy.
Yeah, a long range walk, shimmy maybe. But like, up to you. The G or Bravo is just up to you.
Yeah.
Because we are not.
See, now the thing is, if I go with G, right?
Will he fix it?
The offense is harder to deal with. But I mean, I can still do it with G.
Up to you.
No, what you feel more comfortable.
Honestly,
don't be like, if it's slim,
I'd say, well, do what your heart, what your gut says. But at least with Balrog, he's using a lot of V-Skill 2s. With G, if he gets your anti-air and it whiffs, you're donezo. With Balrog, at least you have time to throw stand medium punch.
And still block,
Yeah, and then honestly, in neutral, I feel like you were beating him. Like he was using a lot of crouch fears, but barely none of them hit. And he didn't really use a lot of straights, and that's fine.
I think I'm gonna stay with Balrog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's the hard part about this matchup. If you would have switched to G, that V skill 2 would have been a real problem versus cross up, and we've already seen how much he's been using it. And if you don't know the exact range of where Rashid is, it's really gonna hurt you.
Nice.
Yeah, but still, what on the other? Oh, sorry, the same side. Even his teammates were like, "What?" I didn't think I was gonna say
Once
it.
again,
That's-
same situation.
man.
The jump back, catching it with the EX. Look at the air movement, and it's like he knows.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's really hard. Okay. The EX dash
Oh,
straight
he
gets
caught
the
him pressing
crush,
a button.
Big damage. Gets the knockdown.
Oh, you still get. Oh,
chasing
man.
him in the air as well. Gets the button, gets the combo, gonna get the stun. That's gonna be a round. And just like Ajax said, he was winning that ground game with Balrog, and now getting those hits. Actually, it was still a little scramble, but the damage payout is definitely in Balrog's favor. Starting with that medium kick, back throw, back to the middle of the screen, and I feel like that's really where Rashid kind of shines.
Oh my God! How long was he holding that button?
Crush.
Was like level 2 actually?
B shift. Had to be careful for the cross right there.
Oh, he could have done it again. He could have done medium punch regardless.
Oh, what a check. Gets the target B skill 2. You got to hold this off the wall. Still gets the reset.
The delay and the crouching medium
gosh.
punch was so good. Delay again. He actually missed his opportunity to get the stun. This is actually going to be in Rashid's favor. 100% dead.
Yeah.
Smug actually had missed a counter hit conversion, a very significant one at that, and he's paying dearly for it.
That could have been the match.
100%.
That could have been the match.
That could have been it. But on the flip side, very expensive win
Yeah.
for the side of Oil King. We still get that round 3. Hopefully, it doesn't make a big dent in regards to like how he wants to play it. So Smug again is trying to find that recovery from it.
Air to air is getting a lot better here from Smug. Oh. Okay. Decent damage here. Dash up. Has this corner pressure. No anti-air from the jump in.
Sheesh.
In the corner you go, and this is going to be a mix-up situation. I
Good
love
block.
Smug walking forward into the V-trigger, but still has to hold the throw. Oh, it's really close to stun.
Oh, you're
Big
dead?
damage.
You're hella dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
You're
This
dead.
should be it. Crank it.
Send it. I like that. Huge recovery for Red Rooster. Duff City. Man,
With that V skill too.
Duff City is international, huh?
It's international.
Oh, technically
bro.
not because it's Puerto Rico.
Follow
Technically not.
signs. Follow signs. There's a Duff City in every neighborhood, in every city across the world. And best believe Smug lives there. This guy property there.
He's got property? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, your offense is working. And he's very antsy. And most of the time, he usually tries to go for an option, whether it be a backdash or a jump.
A couple more words of wisdom from the side of Red Rooster, but UIU, a lot of faith in their captain, Oil King. Actually, I don't even know who's the captain of who anymore.
No,
because
that's Oil King.
They're all
Oil King's the
superstars.
captain.
He's the captain now.
He is the captain now. Tech on the throw, still fighting in the middle of the stage. Man, I love this stage, bro.
Oh,
Back throw. Oil King everywhere with the offense. Gets checked trying to dash in again, but that stun is really high. Gotta hold him. Oh, B reversal. Still, that stun meter going down.
and it's pretty significant, right? With the amount of life that Smug had, any sort of opening like that actually would have led to stun, but now...
Smug getting a little antsy on the offense. Tries to go for the anti-air. And then cross up in the corner. It just gets, I feel like it gets so much stronger when you know, when Rashid can jump, those little walk backs, those walk forwards are really going to change the trajectory.
And Smug also opting to go for the anti-air instead of just pretty much walking under. It's so tough to call, right? Oh, boy.
Yeah. One thing about that V skill, too, if you do catch him out of the air, that does count as a juggle state, so you do get a free follow-up. I love the option. And you see him using the V skill to push Balrog out of it. Going to get a punish here.
I mean, like, damage left on the table, but it's still a punish regardless, and that's going to be something for Smug to kind of just alleviate that pressure. He's just been getting relentlessly hit.
Oh, looking for the
He
anti-air.
could have done it again.
But thinking, I'm just saying, but thinking about that, making sure he's not able to keep that pressure, right? It's really smart, and that's what I mean about being in the corner. Look at the cross-up. Look how much damage he's got off of that. Nice conversion, activation, completely negates the power
V
up.
reversal there from Smug, but still gets interrupted. The
Punish.
No, he's too far. He didn't have a charge.
Anti-air, looking for the mixer. Smug says not today. One more round. This is a final round on both sides. Smug can definitely upset what's happening for UIU right now by getting a W here, getting 10 points, keeping it even, and potentially getting that 20 on the last end there.
And it's such a difficult angle to try to contest, right? I understand why Smug is being so reluctant in regards to trying to use that stand medium punch, but still, Oil King is everywhere all at once.
Chill, yeah? Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Man, a couple of hits, couple of straight hits, and speaking of, yeah, we get the punish there from Oil King, moving on the first 10 points. So looking at it, right, in regards to how the score spread has been, Mono getting the first 10 points, Oil King getting the second,